Remember when the Real Ghostbusters parodied The Simpsons? That doesn't seem like it should have been able to happen, but it did.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Guess What's Coming to Dinner takes place in the Real Ghostbusters 6th season, and I know it might be a shock to some of you, but I'm not overly fond of this show's later seasons. In addition to the drop in story quality, once you get to the Real Ghostbusters 6th season, the animation production was moved from being done in Japan to some cheaper studios in Korea. There are a ton of obvious freeze frames done in this to fill in gaps, and the Ghostbusters are quite stiff and love to pull doofy off-model faces. Even the overall color scheme is quite different from seasons that came before. And now it looks much more saturated and colorful everywhere, taking away from the slightly darker tone that the show used to have. There also seems to have been a lot of focus issues while photographing the cells, making some shots in this episode quite hard to look at when they keep going blurry. But most of this episode is kinda hard to look at anyway, 'cause it's crap.
Hello, we're on vacation till June 5th, but we'll be back then to serve all your para-elemental eliminator needs.
You might be wondering where Janine is. Well, so am I. According to this episode, she doesn't exist. Maybe by this point, Janine had just become so personalityless she poofed out of existence. It really is weird, though, how she's not even mentioned once in this episode. You'd also think if they are all gonna go on vacation at the same time, they'd have left some way to contact them, in case of emergency.
Just leave your name and number at the sound of the beep.
Who you gonna call? Someone else.
We are shown a rather awkward-looking group shot, which is just the Ghostbusters and Slimer drawn in their exact poses from the character model sheets, so yeah, laziness abounds here. Anyway, I guess if you leave a building for a day or two, the ghost realtors just start showing off your place to ghosts.
And here we have a delightful little hut just made for a family of 4.
You'd think the Ghostbusters Firehouse would be kind of an infamous location among spirit folk at this point. Guess this is just another crooked realtor leaving out vital info about the place they are showing you.
When you sold me this house, you forgot to mention one little thing. You didn't tell me it was built on an Indian burial ground! He says he mentioned it 5 or 6 times.
So, the ghosts interested in buying the home of their kind being busted are our Simpsons parody ghosts. They look a bit messed up, but still only about as messed up as a straight-on shot of any of the Simpsons characters. And you can't say Simpsons did it on this one, because the Real Ghostbusters did Simpsons ghosts way before the Simpsons did. And by the time the Simpsons did it, they were kind of a ghost of their former selves anyway.
Can we live here, Daddy? Yeah, can we?
Oh, okay.
And this episode was extremely early to spoof The Simpsons at all, as it came out in November of 1990, so just after the second season of The Simpsons had started. This episode clearly started as just a Married with Children parody, as our ghostly version of The Simpsons all have parody names from that show instead. So Homer is called Fowl after Al, Marge is Pig after Peg, Bart is Bug after Bud, Lisa is Smelly after Kelly, and even their ghost pet Yuck is named after the Bundy's dog Buck. The voices as well are clearly going for more of a parody of Married with Children rather than The Simpsons.
Yeah, ghoulish to the max.
Wow, wouldn't it be easier if you opened the door?
Yeah. That's just what I was gonna do.
I'm guessing starting out that these characters sort of resembled their counterparts from Married with Children, and then someone said, "Hey, look at that! The Simpsons is getting popular! Make them look like The Simpsons instead!"
That's them all right.
I'll give it to them, though. This change makes the episode stand out a whole lot more than it would have had it just been Married with Children.
Oh, Fall, I love it. Let's take it.
Whoa, Pig, slow down!
She's already a freeze frame. She can't possibly get any slower. But hey, that at least shut Midge's mouth, or rather took it away.
Bow, you won't regret it.
I already do.
The personalities of these ghosts are also much more the Bundys than the Simpsons. But unfortunately, I guess, we don't get to see Pig bagging fowl for sex.
Al, let's have sex.
No, Pig.
Let's get all of this junk out of here.
Who could possibly need 6 leaf blowers?
The Ghostbusters are so stupid now, they travel around with absolutely no equipment at all on them, so they're very lucky that the Bundysons decide to randomly throw out their proton packs and stuff.
Are we there yet, Winston?
The first words out of his mouth annoy me. That seems about right. By the way, Dave Coulier has even said that he based his Bill Murray impression on him in Caddyshack, so that explains a bit why he plays him so dumb. Of course, that's a really horrible way to play Venkman, because Bill Murray in Caddyshack is not even remotely the same character as Bill Murray in Ghostbusters.
Hurry, Winston! Gotta use a little spook's room.
You're a ghost! Fly out of the damn car and piss, you stupid green moron! For some extra sloppiness, a random frame from earlier in this scene pops up right before it cuts to a shot of Ecto-1 driving by. Good stuff.
Hurry, hurry! Winston!
If the show is all Slimer, it's nothing.
Oh, look, Slimer has a play steering wheel too, 'cause he's a baby. Kinda surprised they didn't give Peter a play steering wheel as well. Why is Egon wearing a crossing guard vest in this shot?
Garage door won't open.
Maybe the opener needs new batteries.
I just changed them.
Camping is great, but there's definitely no place like home.
The door won't open? Yeah, camping is great. I'm Ray. I love talking to myself. I should note that primarily earlier on, the Real Ghostbusters lines were recorded with a group, but by this point is primarily solo recording sessions.
Hey, where's our sign?
Probably the neighborhood kid's idea of a joke.
Hey, I've been set on fire. Probably just another joke by the kids.
Key doesn't fit.
What gives? Did we forget to pay the rent?
We own the place, Peter. We don't pay rent.
Of course, stupid Peter doesn't even know that they own the place. Why would he have the capacity to hold any information in that cesspool of a brain of his? Oh no, they fun-sized Winston.
Looks like a job for you, Spud.
Ghost in there!
Ghosts?
Imagine the Ghostbusters having to deal with ghosts. I think these dummies and the doofy shocked looks on their garbage faces quite adequately sums up where the show was at this point.
Did you invite your relatives?
We don't need any invitation. Huh?
Where do you think you're going?
We live here, slime breath.
Hit the road, fleshheads. This is our house.
The ghosts moving into the firehouse could have at least made a little more sense if it was like they were moving in to haunt the place, but no, they apparently thought they just exclusively bought it for themselves. There must be a lot of houses just owned by ghosts in the Real Ghostbusters universe that we just never see.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
I don't know what I expected.
Where's our stuff?
Spot on Idiot Peter impression, Ray.
No spook throws me out of my own house. I'm gonna blast that sucker.
With what, Peter?
Ecto's roof blaster.
You mean the one we left in the garage because we didn't need it on vacation?
Cool, so all the Ghostbusters are too dumb to live at this point. Maybe they'll die and then they can haunt their own place.
We gotta find where these geeks tossed our proton packs.
Well, that should be easy since all they did was throw them out the window, which is where they should still be. But no, apparently someone immediately came to the side alleyway and took them to the dump.
Where's the spot?
I love Slimer so much!
Slimer!
Oh,
they got neat stuff here.
Stand back, I'm gonna blast them.
This girl is ready to find some sounds and party down.
Oh, that is classic Lisa, I tell ya. The ungrateful living is probably the best joke in this horrid little episode.
But no sweat. You're talking to Mr. Music.
I resemble that remark.
Stand back, Snow.
Yeah, everyone do the Bortman!
Oh, look, Foul! A big washing machine!
So, they completely redecorated the upstairs, but they hadn't even looked in the basement yet? Shouldn't you have checked that area out before you bought the place? Pff, stupid Simpsons ghosts don't know anything.
Squatters! Hey, you in there! Clear out right now!
Wouldn't it be easier if you opened the door?
Oh!
So of course this massive spiritual dump causes the firehouse to explode again. Oh wait, nah, it doesn't, for whatever reason this time.
Guys!
Why does Winston look like he's possessed now? And then, due to some extreme laziness, we randomly cut to a couple shots from the episode Slimer, Is That You? I'm guessing because the Korean studio forgot to animate something? This footage, originally for Season 2, of course doesn't match at all how the show looks at this point. And now here's a look at how good the current animation is, with a loop of the same ghost flying out of the containment unit over and over.
Get lost, you little creeps!
Change the channel, Marge.
That's it!
That's it.
No more Mr. Nice Ghost! Pig, bring me that leaf blower!
If he thinks the proton pack is still a leaf blower, what's he think that's gonna do? I'm gonna slightly annoy them! This smoke only goes so far.
Dad!
You little...
Dad!
Sorry, Buggy Boy, but this is war!
So, I had to zap you.
We have to get inside and secure the containment.
Newsflash, boys. Getting inside is gonna be the real trick.
That's right, I could state the obvious and act like it was smart. So, this shot has been zoomed in quite awkwardly. I'm guessing this was to try and cover for the fact that they colored Winston white in it.
I have seen shit that'll turn you white.
Everybody in favor of retreating, say aye!
You bunch of weenies? What?
Going somewhere, flesh heads?
Everyone in favor of screwing up the focus, say aye!
Man, the first thing we gotta do is get out of these clothes. They're too conspicuous.
Won't we be more conspicuous naked?
I know just what we need.
To stay in focus, damn it! So they change, and that's where Egon got his orange vest he hadn't purchased yet in the earlier scene.
Yo!
Anyway, I guess the Ghostbusters are gonna confuse the ghosts by becoming the new village people. So, Slimer has to go infiltrate the ghost-taken over Firehouse. This is much like Halloween 2.5, but much crappier and with zero atmosphere to it. Slimer and the ghost dog try to have a dumb-off, but somehow Peter ends up winning the bout.
Oops!
Was really useful, thanks Slimer.
Unless we can restore power in 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 37 seconds.
The containment will blow.
Why couldn't it have just blown up right away like it's supposed to?
Everyone for going back on vacation, say aye.
Thanks, Indiana Dick and the Raiders of the Lost Shit Given.
Winston, Peter, stay here in case we need backup.
Peter and Slimeball take this order to heart and freeze frame themselves. Meanwhile, Egon and Ray pretend to be Guy Incognito because the ghosts are idiots.
Gas company, ma'am. We have reports of a gas leak.
That's just my dad.
You little...
Anyway, Lester and Eliza are being idiots upstairs and blast the Bortman music really loud, which I guess is worse than the containment unit getting ready to explode.
Holy cow!
Shield your eyes! It's music!
I haven't got a clue.
That's the writer on this episode.
If you don't free us immediately, we're all going to be blown sky high.
You're talking to foul grungy, and I wasn't born yesterday. In fact, I wasn't born.
You have to be a ghost of something.
I'm starting to wish I wasn't either.
What did you do, Ray?
Winston and Peter head to the sewers to see if this episode can stink any harder when Peter shows off his quick change act.
Whoa! Our basement is right behind this wall.
Peter being stupid, or just the episode being stupid? Oh, we'll find out! Well, here's one that's definitely just Peter being stupid. He tells Winston they should blast the ghosts in the water they're standing in.
Fire at the water!
This, of course, electrocutes Peter and Winston to death, and then Egon and Ray are forced to bust their former friends with tears running down their face.
Right behind the wall, huh?
Wall, floor, we're here, aren't we?
Peter doesn't even know the difference between a floor and a ceiling.
On my way.
Unfortunately, Ray reads how to shut down the containment unit from the Mirror Universe, which only hastens the explosion.
Help! Help!
You little...
Egon pulls the plug on the stupid Simpsons scene upstairs, which causes Bort to conveniently fly through the spot on the wall that already had his slime on it from flying through it.
You clowns can have this dump. It's impossible to get any peace and quiet around here.
Yeah, those ghosts seem absolutely fine to just let leave. It's not like they almost blew you all up. Blast them now, you idiots! Save them from themselves! Or tell them to wrap it up by season 12 at least.
Val, you've got something to say, remember?
It's just a bunch of stuff that happened.
Bug, apologize to the nice men for all the trouble you caused.
I didn't do it.
See what you made me do, Mom?
You made me change position without altering the background. Anyway, the Ghostbusters ignore their problems again and take off, leaving Louis Tully to fall through the floor at the damaged firehouse and die. And that's the time the Simpsons were on Real Ghostbusters. Pretty sad, wasn't it? The half-assed parody of The Simpsons, or Married with Children aside, it's pretty disappointing what the show had turned into at this point. Even the slightest bit of a creepy tone is gone, and it's just this unfunny shell of its former self trying to make goofy faces at you. So, I highly recommend this episode if you want to watch a show that's well past its prime referencing something that's popular and you don't want to watch modern episodes of The Simpsons.
I don't like this movie, doesn't look too friendly. This bootleg is so fake, that toy is gonna break. Famous, don't let me down, you need to be around. Grab that chocolate pizza, I even like it cause I want. Famous, so famous, bring on mortal comedy. Famous, so famous, an animation movie. Famous, so famous, what really is so fun. Famous, so famous, what's your opinion about?
Boo Hall. They really did just put the best jokes in this episode in the background, didn't they?